so long. Oh my god! I can see the road going far. Hi everyone, and hi from Windsor. Today is my last day here, and I did prepare my luggage for packing. I have only one backpack, and I'm going to fit my laptop and everything I have with me here, and the rest I will be wearing as clothes. And I woke up very early today for some reason, and now I'm going to take a nap. I hope I can sleep for an hour at least, and later around 5 I think my friend will come back home. His girlfriend is coming back around 6 I think, or earlier, I don't know, and we will catch up for a little bit, and then around 8 I'm planning to go to London. The date after midnight, which is 23rd, start running with the National Express. I have a ticket for 5 a.m. But I figured when I asked at the airport when I arrived if I can take an earlier bus, and the lady there told me that I can take a bus that is different from the same time, different from the time on the ticket, but it has to be from the same station. Take the first bus possible to the airport, and that will be around 2 hours in transportation, and then I will be at the airport probably either watching something if there's Wi-Fi, or just chilling, listening to music, editing videos, probably this one probably, and yeah, just trying to get the most out of the time I have there, with or without Wi-Fi. And if you can hear something, that's probably all the airplanes that are going over Windsor to the Heathrow airport, and it's quite busy, but you get used to it. And today it's cloudy, similar weather as when I came, and I think it might be just me, but everything seems to be like planned exactly as someone would like to have a vacation. I had a gloomy first 2 days when I came without single rain period. Maybe there were some showers, but I didn't even notice them. Then it was sunny every single day almost, or at least some parts of the day were sunny. And I saw so much for 2 days in London. Like one day, I think it was Thursday, we were with my friend. Then on Friday I took a bike ride, and then Saturday we went again in the city. Yesterday, Sunday, I just chilled and went with the bike, did some work as well. And today I was thinking about going with the bike, but then I would be so tired, so I chose to spend my time relaxing and getting ready for the road. I got some nuts, peanuts, and one small chocolate for the night if it happens that I cannot fall asleep. I will not fall asleep. Actually, I was supposed to be in a couch surfing place for this night tonight, but my host is on Baker Street, where is Sherlock Holmes, and the whole London transportation works until 1 and starts at 4, and from that location until the bus station it's 1 hour. So it's very tight for me to get from Baker Street to the Liverpool Street station, where is the bus, and if I miss that one I can take the next one, but I'm not sure how the traffic will be Tuesday morning. So it gets more complicated by the minute, and I was like, why would I stress about transportation in the city when I can just figure out a way how can I get earlier to the airport and just spend the hours there. I'm low energy because I'm sleepy and I'm going to have a nap. And the windows here are so big that you can people watch and people watching me. Also on the London Underground or the Tube, I had a staring contest as well with one guy. He was like watching me and I was watching him, and he was like not blinking and I was not blinking. And then he laughed in great character and I was like, I won. And he said, this never happened to me before. Everybody look away when we stare. And I'm like, well, I'll tell you about it when I get home. I'm really tired now. Bye.
Hi guys, from Zagreb. It's 31st of August and this is the time I found to record this voiceover. And while I'm showing you some images of Windsor and Eton and also London here and there, I also want to talk about the whole trip in general, my impressions and things that you should know about the trip. I spent 13 nights in Windsor with my friend. They were so nice to host me for all the time and also feed me this delicious food, which I took pictures of course. This was my first time trying Chinese buffet, which was okay. To be honest, enjoyed more the homemade food, even though it was noodles and everything just mixed. What I wanted to say is that for the whole time period that I was there, I was very lucky to be blessed with only cloudy weather, maybe some wind here and there, but no rain at all, which was great. One thing I noticed was the humidity was quite high in Windsor, and my hair didn't like it at all. Also, the people were quite polite, but in London, everybody seems to be so busy that they don't even, how to say, they just walk and they will, I think, go over you if you don't move. It's more like New York of the Europe, I guess. The food was very tasteless whenever you buy it from somewhere else, like from outside. It didn't have like any spice or anything. Not at home though. When you cook it at home, of course, you have all control over the taste and everything, but it wasn't hitting. And now I want to talk about the transportation and walking around London in general. This is a footage from Hyde Park that was really big and quite enjoyable to walk. We saw also a few gardens within the park and managed to pass a few times on the 2 days that I had in London, because to be honest it was expensive to get there and go back, so we tried to fit as much as possible in one day and then to have a rest day and then go back again. During the rest day I was riding a bike or just chilling or a little bit of work. One of the days also my friend went on a bike ride with me, so it was kind of mixed location. I spent only 2 days in London and one of the days, both of the days were full of museum visits for which you have to book in advance so you can get in as fast as possible and you can have much more pleasurable experience. The museums are free, as I mentioned. The only expensive part of the trip for me was the food sometimes for some things, and of course the transportation. The underground was quite expensive from Windsor to London because the Elizabeth line was not going all the way to Windsor. It's quite easy to pay though if you have contactless payment on your phone or a card. Visitor Oyster card is quite useless if you don't order it in advance. The National Express was quite a lifesaver to have a bus that is taking you from the airport to the center with a really good how to say service and good price, flexible hours, and also great stopping, like great stops and location. It was an amazing service and I'm quite pleased with that. For the museums, as you can see here, we are experiencing in one particular city or village in Japan a high amount of earthquake activity, and there were quite nice exhibitions in the whole museum, but it was extremely hot and crowded, so have that in mind if you go in summer or something like that. I went in May, so it was quite hot in there, especially because of the families and babies that were also in the museum at the same time. But you also have to carry something as a vest or cardigan, because sometimes it gets chilly or cloudy or windy, and you never know what you might get as a weather if you're not from there, of course, and you're not used to it. Another thing that you have to reserve and book in advance if you want to go and check it out is the Sky Garden, and any other location that you might want to visit for free. And this is a squirrel that was in a Kyoto garden, and I tried with my voice to call for her, and I think I successfully managed to lure her in a little bit closer. So what you need to have while you are in UK, London, you need money, layers of clothes, and walking shoes. Of course, if you have a friend or two to show you around and not get lost while you are exploring the city, because it's huge, you would have an amazing time. I also was supposed to stay with a couch surfer the night before I was supposed to leave, but I decided that I would just go a little bit earlier to catch the bus and just spend the night at the airport, because I felt much more safer there. The boba tea was amazing, and the chicken strips as well, because they were quite authentic and spicy as I asked. This is a confectionery store that was quite diverse and had lots of different things inside, and if you look for a present you can definitely find something in there. Chinatown was probably one of my favorite locations because of the food and all the different things that you could find there. I think it deserves one afternoon maybe just for that. And yeah, it was quite fun. Here my friend took a video from me walking around, blending in. Tate Museum, if you want to see a specific exhibition that it's paid, it's worth it, but for the free ones, not really worth walking or traveling to there. Also, my favorite museum of all of them was Victoria Albert Museum, and I think later in the video you will see why and what I like. But if you know me already, you know what I like. Natural History Museum was great, just that it was a little bit too crowded, and also the British Museum was also similar situation, but it was quite interesting to visit, since it was my first time that I had actually time to spend in London. I passed once just for a few hours in the night when I was traveling during my high school years, because we were going to France, but then I didn't have the chance to visit London properly. So I'm really thankful to my friend Emil that showed me around and got time off work to just show me the city and tell me lots about the history and architecture and everything that he knew about the places. So thank you so much again. Also, any takeaways from the trip? I really enjoyed having the bike rides around Windsor and Eton, because it was quite green and, how to say, really peaceful to have time in the middle of the day and just walk around or have a bike ride. A lot of people during the weekend also have the same practice as other Eastern Europeans after lunch or before lunch, to go on walks and go around the river and chill around there. So yeah, that was quite interesting similarity that I saw. And yes, we walked so much that we even managed to pass to one of the bridges through the city, actually two bridges. And as I mentioned, my favorite museum was Victoria Albert, because I could see so much in one place, and it was quite spacious, and I really liked this a room which was so perfect. And the statues, oh my god, the number of statues that I saw in this museum was immense. Like I found my place. And what is amazing about this museum is that if you have a sketchbook, or even if you don't, you can just buy one in the city, and take a chair in the inside of the museum and start sketching. Yes, exactly. There are benches where you can sit as well and chat with other artists and fans of sculpture, and just sit there and do your thing. How amazing is that? Imagine on a rainy day, you just take your cup of tea or coffee, if it's allowed to get in there, I'm not sure, and you just sit there and just sketch. Just amazing, just perfect. And we were trying to get into this hall from upstairs. We were not sure where exactly was the term, but eventually we found it. And of course, the most attractive piece in this hall was the statue of David, and it was quite impressive to look at it so up close. This one though is the replica, it's not the original, but it was pretty good. The other museum that we went to almost before it closed was the Design Museum, and it was okay, it was interesting, but maybe because we had such a little time and I expected it to be bigger, we just made a half an hour lap and we managed to see everything. It was quite interesting, but I think the first floor just took the whole floor for having an exhibition on some kind of contest for inventions, and that was it. The rest was just pieces of design items through the years. So yeah, that was basically my trip. Lots of museums, walks, bike rides, food, watching Netflix, and working here and there. But for the most part, I was just spending time with my friend and his girlfriend Indeka, and just enjoying the slow pace of not working and not having a usual day. And I had an amazing time, and I hope I can see them in Croatia or in Zagreb soon. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you like it, and comment what are your thoughts about this trip and how long can you go with one backpack. See you in the next one. Bye.